So tell me how I can help you.
Well, I've been benefiting a lot from your books, but then also your Facebook groups, and I've been getting a lot
Oh,
braver about not being people pleasing.
wait a minute.
I came.
Stop. Charlotte, hang on. Everybody who heard that, let's clap for Charlotte. Woohoo! Did you hear what she said? She's joined the Facebook groups. She's getting encouragement from other people. She's learning some stuff, but she's taking some courageous steps. And we're going to go, way to go, Charlotte. You are caller of the day. How about that?
Yes, I feel so proud of myself, but I guess there's one place where it just continually seems like I must need better skills or something because
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute,
it opens
wait a
up so
minute.
many.
Wait, Charlotte. Hang on. Here's what you told me. I'm kind of doing
Uh-huh.
well. I'm kind of going along. But wait a minute. There's further to go to get across the lake. That's
Oh, yes.
okay. That's normal.
Yeah.
You're getting to the next step. You're getting to the next harder step. That means you're growing. That's not failure. Come on. It
Wow.
means you're making
Yeah.
progress. Way to
Yeah,
go.
that's true.
All right, so let's talk about that. What's the next step?
Oh, well, it's like almost like this conversation I've had that goes the same way with many different people, family and people close to me. And basically
Charlotte,
the way it
you are the
goes,
most brilliant
yeah.
person. I'm giving you caller of the day again. I wish everybody could hear what you just said. I
I
had
don't
the
know what was
same
so amazing,
conversation. You're brilliant. You said, I've noticed it's not Mary or Joe or Susie that I have a problem with. The problem is I keep having the same conversation with different people. It's the conversation that I need to
mm,
change. The problem's not the
yes,
person, it's my dynamic, right?
yes,
There you
totally.
go. You get caller of the day times two. Okay, so what's the next? What does the conversation look like?
So it's basically now that I've started for just a few months trying to nicely, cautiously voice if something concrete has hurt me or confused me. Like, wow, this feels really mean or angry that this person did. And but like
Uh,
you always say, like in other relationship people, they say like you have to give that good feedback and be brave so that the person can, hopefully take that and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't want to hurt you. And then you work it
yeah.
out. And I never learned that growing up in my dysfunctional family. So I've been trying to do that. And the way it always goes is I try to do that and I try to be so nice and, I don't blame or anything, but I say, like, I feel hurt or confused or whatever when this happens, and I'll say the concrete thing. And what I've gotten every time is just immediate like anger and, well, you're unreasonable and do you expect me to be perfect? And usually they say, I'm a nice person. It is so mean of you to say that this
Well,
hurt you. What are
now
you saying, that I'm mean?
what would be an example? What would be an example
Uh-huh.
of something
Well, the
you've
one
said?
that just happened was I told someone um that I guess it was that her her daughter and my daughter are friends, and her daughter kept being very divisive, and so I knew it's kind of that parent thing. I didn't want to make my friend too defensive or anything, but I just said, this keeps happening. I don't know how our girls can go forward with a healthy relationship when this dynamic always plays out where it's so divisive. My daughter is always crying and hurt, and
Oh,
I
what a
really want to work on this.
wonderful way of saying that.
Oh, good, because my friend just totally lashed out, and
Okay.
it
Let
was an
me
hour of yelling at me.
oh, now we know why she's got a divisive daughter. Um,
Yeah.
can we role play this?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Um, I'll be you and you be your friend.
Mhm.
And I'll say, you know what? I want to talk to you about our daughters a little bit because they keep getting in these squabbles and it gets kind of divisive and stuff. And my daughters hurt a lot, and I want them to have a good relationship. I want them to be friends, but can we talk about kind of how to solve the divisive thing that happens?
Well, and my friend right away said, "What, you think my kid should be perfect? No kids are perfect. She's little, for goodness sakes. Are you like the police coming over to tell me how to raise my daughter?"
I'm sorry, what is it that I said that sounded that way?
Hmm. I think I feel emotional right now just thinking I wish that I had said that or something. I think I just
Well, that's why we're
with
learning,
my
okay?
friend, I tried to like justify it and say like, "Oh no,
Right.
no, I didn't mean that you're
Right.
whatever." And
Okay, that's great. That's great
yeah,
that you notice that because you hit the key. See, now she's got you on the defensive trying to
yeah,
defend something that you don't have to defend. And now she's become
huh.
judge and jury. She's become prosecutor, judge, and jury. So
That's
what
what it
I
felt
did,
like. Yeah,
exactly that's what it felt like. That is so dark. Okay, here's what I
yeah.
did. Here's all I did. Okay, she just made an accusation. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
What is it that I said that sounded that way?
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing for what I said because what I did say was I would like I'd like for our daughters to have a good relationship that's not divisive.
Yeah.
Okay, now keep going.
Hmm.
Let's keep going. That's what I would
Okay.
like. Okay, friend, now what do you have to say?
I'm trying to think of what she would say. Um, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm kind of at a loss of like trying to get inside of like her
Okay. Well, let's say she keeps,
situation.
blah, 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 blah. And then it might get to something like this. I'm going to just, without knowing more, let me just give you a
Mhm.
suggestion.
Mhm.
Say, you know what, Susie, we'll say it again. My desire is for our daughters to be able to play together that doesn't pretty much regularly end up in tears and in divided kids groups and or whatever the device is
Mhm.
that doesn't end up in pain. That's my desire. If you would like to work on that problem with me and let's see how we can get them to play together in a way that's ends up really well, I'd really be interested in doing
Mhm.
that. It probably uh, that's probably when we should talk again. I'll leave it up to you when you want to.
Hmm.
If you want to solve that problem with me, I would love that. And by the way, just to clarify,
Mhm.
um, I didn't say anything about requiring perfection, but let me tell you what I do believe because I do believe this. I don't think it's too high a bar to require for our girls to be nice to each other. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I'm not gonna apologize for wanting that for my child. So if you want that, I want that, then let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Just say what you want.
Oh, that's really good. Well, because that
Say
cuts
what you
to
want.
the heart of I guess the heart of what I really want without me being defensive or trying to
All right.
justify. Like
And you
I
know what,
spent like
Charlotte?
an hour trying to justify and be nicer and keep saying, "Oh, I didn't mean that. No, no, I want that." Like I just
Yeah.
want to be friends.
Yeah. See, here's what they do. When I say they, I don't know her. I might be wrong, but there's a pattern. Okay. Here's what often happens. you're just making them aware of a problem. And when you make someone aware of a problem that goes on the attack, here's the
Mm-hmm.
tricky little devious dynamic here. They attack you and then they play the victim like you've done
Yes.
something to them. So now
Yes.
you are like you're the persecutor. And so now you're going, wait a minute, I didn't shoot anybody. I wasn't trying to, no, you're holding up your hands because they're about to put you in cuffs and throw you in jail because you're so bad. You didn't do a thing.
Yeah.
But they tricked you into that, didn't they? And it's a known dynamic.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm not going to apologize for what I want. I would like my child to have friends that doesn't end up with my child in tears. That's all I want. Now, if you can find in the criminal code where there's something you can charge me of, then fine. But I'm not apologizing for that. And I wouldn't say it in that tone until probably after meeting number 46. But you don't have to apologize for wanting something good for your daughter. And if this woman doesn't want that, then let her go play in her own divisive little playland.
Yeah.
But hopefully
Well,
she'll want
can
that
I
for
ask
her daughter too.
Oh, sorry. Can I ask sort
Hey,
of
you're caller of
the
the day, Charlotte. You can
other
ask
side
whatever
of
the
it?
heck you want.
Well, because I know that she is very mad that my daughters, they're all in middle school, our kids. Like when my daughter feels hurt, I've been coaching my daughter and you have to speak up for yourself, I'm learning that as a grown up, but I want you to learn at your age how to
Great.
say, hey, that hurt me or whatever. And so she said that, and at one point recently she said, I don't want to be your friend if you're like this, which then in this conversation with my friend,
Who said
she was
that?
saying, I don't know, my daughter.
Told the friend, I
My
don't want to
daughter
be your
said,
friend if you're going to treat me that way?
yeah, after a year of nicely saying,
Oh my gosh, your daughter gets called daughter of the day. What a beautiful thing to say.
And
I want to be friends with
in a
people
way, but
that
I
treat me
also
nice.
feel bad. Yeah.
Feel bad for
well, of
what?
course, then, but this friend of mine was most of the attack on me was, how can you say that you're a good mom? Or at one point, she even said, what are you doing? You keep saying you're coaching your daughter. You're coaching her into how to be mean to people. You guys are both so
Okay,
mean.
wait a minute.
Boundaries.
I got to run to some other callers, but I can't let this go without doing a role play. Okay, come at me again, friend. I'm going to be you. Come on.
Okay. So, yeah, are you coaching your daughter in how to be mean to people, and you guys call it boundaries, but you're just, saying you won't be friends? That's not nice.
Let's make sure we're talking about the same thing. What I coached my daughter in was I want her to have lots of friends, but I want her to choose her friends well. And I want her to choose friends that they can be nice to each other and enjoy each other. And I want her to stay away from people that hurt her. That's what I'm coaching her to do. So that's all. What's for lunch, by the way? Again, I'm not going to apologize for coaching my kid to not want to be abused. I got to apologize for that. Okay.
That's so simple.
Charlotte, I'd love it's pretty simple if you stay in your heart. Okay. Just say, this is just what I want for my child. If you don't want that, that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I got to run.
Well, thank you.